Now that voters have approved recreational marijuana in California, cities are making plans to regulate it. In Lompoc, officials plan to put restrictions on people growing their own in small amounts, and there was a turnout against the idea tonight. KCOY 12's Melissa Newman is live in Lompoc with more on how City Council put the brakes on their proposed restrictions. Melissa?
That's right. Well, the city is pretty adamant that you won't see any dispensaries around here anytime soon. They are preparing for when those age 21 or older are allowed to have 6 house plants of marijuana in their homes. Now, tonight, the council ultimately rejected an ordinance that many protesters in the crowd said was an overstepping of the council's boundaries. Preparing to speak their minds to the city council, organizers advocating for more legalization of marijuana in Lompoc gathered outside City Hall on Tuesday. At stake was the Lompoc City Council enacting an ordinance that protesters say restricts the rights that the community voted for under Proposition 64.
You know, this is a community where, you look in the center of this town and it's a lot of apartment buildings and low economic areas where people live, and they don't have the funds or the availability to build extravagant grow rooms that the city of Lompoc wants to enforce upon people to grow their marijuana.
The regulations that protester Joseph Garcia refers to are the parts of the ordinance that would require the issuance of annual permits by the fire and police departments, as well as initial building permits that ensure things like proper ventilation and electrical supplies are in place in case something goes wrong. Accidents like the fires and grow operations that the chief of the Lompoc Fire Department says have already happened 3 times since he became chief, one even injuring a fellow firefighter.
All we were doing was setting some parameters so they could be safe, and that's based on experience.
After listening to a line of speakers nearly out the door of the council chambers, the Lompoc City Council decided to reject the ordinance so they could have time to do research with a committee compiled of growers, council members, and medical marijuana users to create better legislation in the future. This decision was a great win for people like Kathy PM, who uses the drug for medicinal purposes.
I'd say there's probably 15,000 people in this town that do the medicinal marijuana. And, it's something that we need. And they're taking it away, we'll go somewhere else to get it.
Now, it's uncertain when this ad hoc committee will begin, but advocates of more legalization of marijuana say they're happy the council is giving it more time. Reporting live in Lompoc, Melissa Newman, KCOY 12 Central Coast News.